What's going on, man? How we doing? Absolutely, man. This is Mike Frank here with Boxing Guru. I have the pleasure of meeting with James Crunchtime Wilkins. How we doing, man?
Great.
Absolutely, that's what's up. Got a super featherweight over here, up and coming. How you feeling during all this quarantine? Cardio kind of pretty important right now?
Right now, cardio is the main thing because with everything closed, all you can really do is your road work, your push-ups, your pull-ups, sit-ups, and that's really it right now.
Yeah, that's all you got, really. Feel you. Signed with Golden Boy Promotions in January?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I had one
Big
fight.
step.
Yeah, I had one fight with Golden Boy in, I think my first fight with them was in September 5th. And then they told me just stay ready and they'll have something for me. They said it would be something. I didn't know what it was at first. So I kept working hard, kept staying ready. I was supposed to fight Avery Sparrows.
Okay.
And he pulled out the fight. And I was real upset, heartbroken. Golden Boy had hit me up and they told me, listen, just keep working hard. We got something special for you. They sent me another fight date in January.
Okay.
And on top of that, they sent me my promotional contract the same day.
Same time?
Same time.
Okay. And
So
did you do that January fight?
I got to sign and fight.
Okay.
I got the best of both worlds that fight.
Yeah. And that puts you at 9-1, right?
Yep, 9-1, 6 knockouts.
9-1 to start that career.
Yes, sir.
Coming out hot.
Yes, sir.
It's kind of a little bittersweet if you signed in January and then March, this is when all the COVID happened.
Yeah.
We've been in pandemic for the last 3 months. So, I mean, it's kind of right when you got your shot, you know, you're kind of taking it back right then. Was that tough on you?
It's not really tough because I've been through adversity my whole career. So I wouldn't look at it as a setback. I would look at it as more time for me to grow with my coaches and my team. Coach Hector, Coach Carlos, Roy Jones, Coach Donald Driver. Like, it gives me more time for my coaches to see what I need to work on and what I can grow in. So I learned how to just turn a negative into a positive and believe in my team and know that when this is all over, that it's only going to make me bigger and better because I had more time to work.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, you're used to adversity, so that's nothing, you know, you figured that out by now. Are you okay with fighting with no fans at all?
Absolutely, because I feel like as a fighter, we're supposed to give hope to people that need it, and they support us. They buy our streams, they tune in on the zone or whatever we fight on, so why not give back to the people that support us? Even though they can't be in attendance, they're still going to be tuning in, watching,
Sure.
and we're going to be doing what we love.
Yeah. One thing I've heard is some people, I mean, it sounds like you are okay with fighting with no fans because that's kind of how it was at the beginning of your career. I mean, that's how it was, right?
It's just your family and your team, so it's just going to be your team again.
Yeah.
That's all you need. That's the people you work hard with. It's great, don't get me wrong, we love to have fans in attendance, but it's better everybody stays safe and healthy. So if we can all fight and they can still watch on TV, I would love to do it.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming soon. I mean, June 1st, once that gets around, everything's going to flip over, I think.
Absolutely. I feel the same way.
It sounds like you, when I've watched a little bit of film on you, you're real charismatic. You like to get going. You like to kind of, you know, jig a little bit. You like the fans. So, I mean, you say that it won't hurt you, but do the fans motivate you in another way, or you think you can kind of get past that?
No, they definitely motivate me, but at the same time, I know what I fight for. I fight for my legacy, and just me being a young fighter, I have so much that I want to achieve and grow. Being around great people like my team, everybody on my team was established. It's not like they just said, oh, I'm going to train fighters. No, my coach Hector was a fighter. Roy Jones Jr., pound for pound king, was a fighter.
Absolutely.
Donald Driver was a great
Packer.
football player, like NFL Packers. So it's like everybody on my team already kind of did what I'm trying to do. So with them showing me, I feel like that gives me more of a reason to fight because not only am I building my legacy, but giving the people that's already built their own legacy the chance to help me build mine. So it shows me what I have behind me, and I don't want to slip up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's now or never. I mean, you still got a while to go, but I mean, having those dudes on your side, I mean, we're talking, those are all big names. Oscar De La Hoya, Roy Jones Jr., Donald Driver, Paul, how do you say Paul's last name? Maji?
Paul Maji.
Yeah, I mean, you got everyone on your side is huge, and they've been through it, and they should be able to teach you through all that stuff. I mean, that's great to have all those dudes on your side, because a lot of people just come up with just family. I'm sure that's how it started, but...
And even in, like, when I was in the amateurs with, when I did the Olympic trials, I was there with Joel Judah, Zab's father. Like, I'm great, cool with them. Like, they're awesome people, too. They helped me through my amateur career.
Okay.
So it was always love with them, too. Like, I was definitely blessed with good guidance as I came along and built a name for myself, but it took time.
Yeah. For
people to see me, who I am, and understand that, okay, I work hard and I know what I want in life.
Networking is huge.
Absolutely.
I mean, in all aspects of life. I mean, boxing's not the only thing. It's all over the place. Have you heard, do you know Eddie Hearn?
Yeah.
The promoter?
Yeah,
have you seen what he's thinking about doing?
No, I don't really pay attention to media or what these guys do. I really just stay to myself, work hard.
Okay. So what he's thinking about doing is his backyard. So he grew up wealthy. He has a mansion in England, I'm pretty sure. And he wants to put on boxing in his backyard. I mean, it's a huge backyard. He has everything set up from the fitting rooms to the weigh-in room. He's got it all set up. He just has to get everything legalized. But that could be the next step. I mean, when we're talking about phase 1, phase 2 of getting back into it, it's going to be things like that. It's going to be kind of out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
But I mean, you're good. You'll be okay. You'll be able to get past all that.
Oh yeah, that'd be smooth. I might have to talk to Coach Roy. Roy got a huge farm. We might have to just go drop
his farm.
Let's just drop a ring in the middle of the grass.
All right. I got dude, Roy Jones Jr. I kind of have a weird story about him. I met him and Lomachenko on a ferry home from China. I know that sounds kind of ridiculous. So I went to Manny Pacquiao versus Chris Algieri. Clash in Katai 2. And Lomachenko was on the undercard. Jesse Vargas was on the undercard. And Roy was training Jesse at the time. So in this ferry from Macau to Hong Kong, I was able to meet both Lomachenko and Roy Jones Jr. And dude, Roy was awesome. I mean, he was talking to me like, I could have talked to him the entire ride. But then when I talked to Lomachenko and I tried to talk to him and say like, hey dude, you're one of the fastest fighters I've ever seen, I just got a blank stare. And I don't know if that's a language barrier or what, but like I was trying to compliment him and it was just like, nope.
Yeah, I don't know too much about him. I don't know anybody close to my weight.
You're not trying to get close with any of those dudes?
I don't want to be a friend, none of that.
Yeah, so yeah. So tell me a little bit about your amateur career. I know Golden Gloves is huge.
Yeah, I won the Golden Gloves. I was a 5-time New York State champion, 2-time international champion. I beat Ireland, unanimous decision. I beat China, unanimous decision. Ireland, I stopped. I knocked the kid out. Atlanta, Georgia national champion. The national pals. I had a bronze medal. I got a bronze medal. That was one of the first nationals I went to. I had about 20 amateur fights when I went and did the pals.
Okay.
Out there, the PALs, I did that. Then the Olympic trials, I lost the controversy decision in the quarterfinals. I gave the kid 2 standing 8 counts.
Okay.
He was from Philly, and they gave him the decision.
Seriously?
2 standing 8 counts, swear to God.
And what did he get?
I did so good in that fight that USA Boxing knew I won. They paid for me to go to Tennessee and do the trials again, and I wound up just saying, forget the amateurs and went pro.
Okay, that's one way of doing it, I guess.
Because I was so heartbroken, like, man, like, how could you do that to me? And they knew that the judges kind of did me wrong, so they were like, all right, let's give this kid a shot, he deserves it. And I just turned pro. I didn't even want to go back.
You just gotta do what you gotta do at that point, right?
Yeah, that hurt me bad. I was like, man, you worked so hard to get to points like that, to where it's like everything just disappeared.
Yeah, it's rough. Tell me a little bit about the documentary Cradle of Champions.
Cradle of the Champions, we started filming, I believe, in 2017. The movie came out in 2018. Bartle had reached out to me at the Golden Gloves, and he told me it was going to be something good that he would like me to be a part of. So I was willing to do it because being a young fighter coming up, I feel like it's good that you could get that kind of exposure in an amateur level. So I was like, this is definitely something that would be good for my future. And I spoke with my mom, and she was okay and thought it would be good for us to do. I did that. And the movie was great. For the people that see it, it has a great storyline behind it because none of it is acted. It's all real. And every feeling in there, every emotion, everything attached to that movie was 100% real. Down to the point to where, like, from training to working hard to going through hard times, whatever we went through. And then the end of the movie to where I had lost. That set me to a point to where, like, I told myself, I gotta make sure that I never leave it in the judge's hands again. And that's when my pro career started.
I watched a video of you saying that Deontay Wilder would easily beat Tyson Fury. How do you feel about that comment now?
I like Wilder as a person, great, cool guy. I think he's a great puncher, and I feel like no matter how many times him and Fury fight, until he can learn to control that one punch and set it up, Fury will get him by points. I don't think that Fury should have stopped in that fight. I don't know what was going on with him or his body, but at the end of the day, you gotta give credit where when due.
Yeah.
Fury's a great boxer. We all knew that, but I just thought Wilder had enough to get him out of it.
Yeah.
I didn't think that would happen.
Dude, once that ear punch happened,
It was
Wilder's equilibrium was off the rest of the fight.
And
He was wobbling around. I mean, he could not even stand still at times of the fight.
And that's another thing. I just feel like Wilder doesn't have. He's not. How you say? Like he's not. Wilder's not a big guy on technicality. Wilder's more of a, I'm gonna get you out of there, and he can and will get you out of there.
Sure, yeah. If he catches you.
If he catches you, it's over.
Yeah.
Anybody. And it's still like that. Just because one person got his card for one fight, it doesn't change who he is as a fighter or a person or a champion. I think he's still a warrior and a true champion. And I know he'll be right back on the heavyweight division.
Yeah, he'll be back. I mean, it's frustrating because media, I've been seeing a lot of stuff where it'll be like, can Deontay Wilder ever get back to where he was?
Absolutely.
He didn't go anywhere.
He didn't go nowhere.
I mean, he lost. I mean,
this is boxing. Like this is boxing.
He went up against the best, one of the best. That's what's going to happen. I mean, you're not gonna win every single time. As a fan itself, do you have a weight class that you like to follow?
I'm a fan of the welterweight division.
Absolutely, one of the best.
147 is a packed division. Even 54. So my pick at 47, I like guys like Crawford, Virgil, Earl. Like these are the fighters I like to watch as from a fan point of view. Like good action-packed fights, you know. From knowing them, I like Virgil. You know, I know him. I train alongside him.
That's awesome.
He's a real cool kid, humble, extremely hardworking like myself, and
don't let him catch you with one during training.
Yeah, dedicated. Coach Hector has us do a workout where you hold the ball and you got to punch the ball out of the hand.
Okay.
So after every workout, we do the push-ups, the cards. Man, I think I did more push-ups with that workout than with Virgil punching the ball than I did in my own workout with the cards.
Jeez.
kid hit the ball out of my hand like
come on, Virgil. Why you gotta do me like that?
And I did like 100-something push-ups. Then he only did like 50.
What? I mean, you're getting better, and that's what
I knocked it out of his hand
that's
like
what you
5
want to be
times.
doing anytime you can, right? Just getting better and better.
Absolutely.
What's up? Ringside Mike is my Instagram name. Working for Boxing Guru. I'm here with Hector.
Yeah.
Correct? What's going on, man? Carlos? Nice to meet you, fellas. Absolutely. Both training Crunchtime at the moment, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. How's everything going? I know kind of it's a weird time, so you kind of can't be in the gym all the time, but what have y'all been doing to help him stay in shape?
Well, he's been working on his own, really running, those type of things. I think Tuesdays when we'll get back to the gym and they'll let us train for sure now. And since we're at Irving PAL, so it's part of the PAL, it's a little bit more strict.
Okay.
But Tuesdays when we'll be back at the gym training full time and back to our normal routine somewhat.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I've read a few things about his sparring game, and he can kind of get a little intense, and sometimes you guys may have to pull him off. Is that something you guys have to deal with a good amount?
Yeah. Well, it's happened a couple times, but we love it. It's part of boxing. You want an alpha male fighter.
Yeah.
And that's just the type of fighter that he is. I think more than anything, it's just kind of controlling his emotions is what we need to guide him so he can be a better fighter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's up? What's been going on with you guys during this Corona and pandemic? Just doing what you can do?
Yeah, everybody's working at home, and just like Hector says, he's running and do everything. I'm just waiting for this stuff to end.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll be soon.
Gotcha. And hopefully he gets a phone call soon, so you guys can start ramping up an actual training camp.
Yeah. Good thing about him, he stays ready. He's a horse. He's just always working. He's an animal, so that's good. He'll send me videos of him running and his time, and I just did some push-ups, coach. This is what I'm doing, so that's good. It's good to know that he's working hard, and it just shows that he's hungry to fight.
Yep. What would you say were some of his strengths?
Him, and we were just talking about this with Jason, his manager.
Yeah.
He hits hard, that's one thing, but there's no quit in him. And he's always at 100%, like go every round. So that's hard to do. That's real hard to do. You get guys that take breaks, that manage their time, and he's just not like that. He's gonna put 100% pressure, apply pressure, and let's get after it and let's get going. And you think he's gonna fade, but he doesn't. And that's just the type of energy he has. That's the type of fighter he has. His mentality just goes to show how he has tremendous potential.
Okay, that's awesome. So his stamina is good.
Yeah.
You guys got him conditioned
Oh yeah,
real well.
yeah, definitely. He said he's been in the best shape prior to this than he's ever been before. So that's good to hear. Lets us know we're doing something good.
Yeah.
And we're looking forward to having our next fight.
Any weaknesses that you guys can point out for me?
I don't see
The answer can be no. That's fine.
I don't see any weaknesses. He knows what he wants, and he's working hard every day, and like a coach, we don't have to worry about him when he's doing the stuff. He always do double time. We ask him to do something, and he do it fast, hard, and then
He's getting it done immediately, huh?
I think if any weakness would be probably his emotions. Sometimes he just wants to kill someone.
Okay.
And that's probably the only thing that I'd say we have to work on is just settle down. Sometimes you got to be a little bit smarter and do things this way. But that's the only thing that I would have to say. I believe you always have to be honest with your fighter. And if he can, he's been applying himself to that. He's been applying himself to working hard, and he listens. So that's one of the things that we like. And before he was telegraphing his punches a little bit, and that was one of the first things we started working on. And he's like, no, I get it now. I get it. I see it. I know what you're talking about now. So he's been practicing those little things, and I just like seeing that he's acknowledging it. And he doesn't take it in a bad way.
Okay.
Yeah, he doesn't feel like we're attacking.
Easy to
him.
coach.
Yeah,
He's not taking it. Yeah, sure. You say that he kind of you know, he's go, 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 go. Is he ever wasting any energy?
No.
No? He's good in that regard?
Yeah, that's not him. That's
Okay.
not him. He's gonna leave it all in the ring, for sure. Yeah.
Well, fellas, I appreciate the time.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing him back in the ring.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.